First of all, good morning. This gospel was our gospel 3 Sundays ago. Do you remember? 3 Sundays ago, this was our gospel. And I am sure the main lesson we all got was just give from your heart, no matter how small and unnoticed. And in the eyes of God, that's more than enough. Am I right? Did you hear that from the priest? So we will not deal with that message anymore. Let us reflect on the gospel, this time from another angle. And what is that? This one, very emotional. Have you not noticed Jesus loves the widows? Beautiful. Have you not noticed Jesus loves the widows? And that is why He always includes in His assignment to the apostles, you always include the orphans, children, and widows. He never fails to let them include widows. Jesus loves the widows. In the gospel today, Jesus praises the widow for giving from her heart. And in another gospel, Jesus literally cried. Take note. Take note. We rarely read in the Gospels that Jesus cried. But in one Gospel, Jesus literally cried when He saw a widow on a procession to the cemetery whose son, the widow's son, died. Jesus literally cried when He saw the widow whose son died, and they were on their way to the cemetery. So the question is why? Why does Jesus love the widows? What do you think? What do you think? Because in the first place, His mother was a widow. That's the very reason why Jesus loves widows. Because in the very first place, His mother, Mary, was a widow. The last time Joseph's name was heard and read was when Jesus was 12 years old. Do you remember that? In the temple, when they found Jesus in the temple, and Jesus was 12 years old then. But when Jesus was baptized by John, when he was 30 years old, we could no longer read and hear the name Joseph. So probably Joseph died early. After Jesus was 12 years old, he died early. So Mary got widowed. And please take note, in bold capital letters, Jesus loves His mother very much. And that was why during this time, when He was about to die on the cross, He left Mary, Mama Mary, to John, His apostle. Do you remember one of the 7 last words? Do you remember that? He said, John, please take good care of my mama. Why? Sige, history. For your information, the widows during the time of Jesus were among the poorest of the poor. Because once the husband dies, it is and it will be the son's responsibility to take over in taking good care of the mother. But when the son dies, which during that time will happen to Jesus few minutes from now, the widow, no husband, no son, will be begging on the streets. And Jesus doesn't want that to happen to Mary. So that is why before he died, he left Mama Mary to the care of John. Please take good care of my mama. I don't want her to beg on the streets. I love her very much. And that is why, personally, let me just express this. It hurts me so much. It hurts me so much that there are many other religious sects who do not honor Mary. Do you know some religious sects who do not honor Mary? It hurts me personally. Because in the very first place, Jesus loves Mary so much. And they do not honor Mary? That's a big question mark. And so, my dear sisters and brothers, we hope and pray that Jesus' love for widows will bring us to a deeper and stronger love for Mama Mary. I hope Jesus' love for widows will bring all of us to a deeper love for Mama Mary, because Jesus loves his mother very much.